History is full of cautionary tales about wealthy leaders. The majority of them have gotten to the top of their political parties because they are smart and have the financial resources to do it. Have you ever wondered how much the world's most powerful people are worth? While the majority of them receive a sizable income and excellent perks for their time in public office, the bulk of them come from family wealth or have made other investments. It's likely that some of the names of those who will appear on the list of leaders with the most wealth are already running through your head. So keep your guesses still, as we are going to find out more about who these individuals are. Stay tuned to the very end and prepare for the unexpected. Welcome to Billionista. If you love videos about luxury living, please subscribe and click the bell so you never miss a video. And don't forget to like and share too. Now, let's have a look at our list of the top 7 wealthiest leaders in 2022. To start with, number 7, Hans Adam II. He has acquired a fortune that is valued at more than $4 billion, making him the richest monarch in all of Europe. Sir Johannes Adam Ferdinand Alva Joseph Maria Marco Daviano Pius has a name that is befitting a wealthy monarch, and it is a very long name. He also belongs to a family that has been in his native Liechtenstein for the past 900 years, and whose name is the reason the country is called Liechtenstein. Additionally, he has the family history to back it up. By ownership of a vast array of assets, including the largest bank in the nation, in addition to massive investments and property holdings, the family has been able to amass enormous wealth. Number 6. Sebastian Pinera. Beginning his career in 1976 with the launch of a credit card company under the name BANCARD, he found his first success. Now, Forbes estimates that Sebastian's family has control over a staggering $2.9 billion, and the breadth and depth of their influence are amazing. Even if he is not a real king, he certainly knows how to carry himself like one. Sebastian Pinera is currently serving as the president of Chile during his second term, and boy oh boy, does he exceed expectations. Notwithstanding the fact that he did not hold the position of a world leader from 2014 until 2018. He initially began serving in that capacity in 2010. His net worth is one thing that cannot be said to have experienced a decline in any way. Pinera has gone on to sell many governmental interests as well as multiple holdings that he owned, such as a 26% stake in the Chilean National Airlines. Following the presidential election in 2010, Chile's national television network Chilevision was sold to the American media conglomerate Time Warner in a transaction that was reportedly worth $150 million. Rumors are spreading out about his wealth, especially after he was suspected of selling a strategic copper and iron mine to a childhood acquaintance. The public in Chile has been getting hot about his financial balance. Number 5. Mohammed VI of Morocco. The present king of Morocco who took the throne following the death of his father in 1999. He has been in power since then. Forbes estimates that the controversial leader's net fortune is close to $5 billion. The Société Nationale d'Investissement du Cameroun, also known as SNI, is a company that has stakes in a variety of other businesses, ranging from the largest bank in the country to sugar companies and dairy farms. He owns 35% of the company, which gives him power over a massive amount of wealth in the oil-rich country. Forbes estimates that the daily operating costs of his personal mansion will be more than $960,000. On the other hand, it is not paid for with his personal riches, but rather by the state of Morocco as part of a fund that has an annual budget of $2.5 billion. Number 4. Kim Jong-Un of North Korea. The supreme leader's family has complete control over the country. According to investigations conducted into Jong-un's assets in 2013 by the United States and South Korea, they discovered a total of over $5 billion. And the manner in which those assets are divided is also typical of North Korea. He is almost the only individual in North Korea who possesses any significant ownership rights, and he has held this position for some time. Yet, the precise nature and quantity of his enormous riches remain a mystery. With the family of the supreme leader controlling the banks, businesses, and everything else in the country, and then stowing away their profits in over 200 banks all over the world, including in Austria, Luxembourg, Russia, and Switzerland. just to be on the safe side, of course. Thus, Kim Jong-Un, the supreme leader of North Korea, is no stranger to allegations of tremendous power and money. Number 3. Maha Vajiralongkorn of Thailand. He was crowned as the 10th monarch of the Chakri dynasty. When his coronation took place, he was 20 years old. There are many who refer to him as King Rama X. The exact amount of his net worth is astounding. The most glaring illustration of his penchant for lavish spending was provided by his first official act as King of Thailand, which was his coronation. The event, which took place from May 4th to May 6th of 2019, cost the Thai government an astounding $31 million to put on. And his personal value right now, well, that's reported to be anything from 34 to a staggering $45 billion. And that's not even adding the most valuable resources that he supposedly doesn't control personally, but that are nonetheless under him as king. He also gained for many years the reputation of being a billionaire playboy. He is fond of collecting aircraft, which includes 4 Northrop fighter jets, 3 Sukhoi superjets, 4 Boeing commercial jets, and 21 helicopters. The monarch is also known to have a taste for vintage cars. He is a proud owner of a $1 million 1964 Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud 3 and a $1.1 million Rolls-Royce Phantom 4. He also has a 1960 Rolls-Royce Phantom that set him back $200,000, as well as a Mercedes Maybach 62 that set him back $715,000. Not only that, he has Mercedes 5 and S-Class cars that together cost $300,000. This serves to further demonstrate that King Rama X is the one of the wealthiest monarchs in the world. He also took control of the Crown Property Bureau, which is an organization that owns and maintains all of the properties that are owned by the Crown. But soon, he abolished the committee and moved its responsibilities directly under his control, which might add an additional $70 billion to his already enormous wealth. Not only that, but when he has free time, he chooses not to spend it in Thailand, but rather in a hotel in the Bavarian Alps of Germany named the Grand Hotel Sonnenbichl. Number 2. Hassanal Bulkiah. He is merely referred to as the Sultan of Brunei. He is the sole ruler of Brunei as well as the owner of its oil wealth. And the country has also a small population and a generally peaceful public life. Forbes reports that Sultan Bulkiah has built a net worth of approximately $20 billion. However, that figure hasn't increased considerably due to poor policy making. The name of Hassanal Bolkiah has come up very frequently as that of the wealthiest monarch in the world. As Brunei works to diversify its economy, things do appear to be looking up. Nevertheless, in spite of the policy making mentioned before, one thing that hasn't been running as smoothly as it should be is the Sultan's spending habits. The quantity of cars that this guy owns is what made him famous for being a spendthrift, with what is said to be a collection consisting of at least 7,000 different models. If the Sultan were to drive a brand new vehicle each and every day, it would take him about 20 years to get through his personal collection. His collection consists of more than just standard cars as well. Instead, it has been alleged that the individual spent all $789 million on high-performance vehicles. According to Guinness World Records, the collection contains more than 600 Rolls-Royce and more than 450 Ferraris. Additionally, the collection contains 134 Koenigseggs, which are regarded as some of the rarest vehicles ever made, and this individual owns more than 100 of them. It has been stated that in 2010, the Sultan of Brunei ordered 48 purses and 24 duck umbrellas from the Lederer Tuperi boutique in New York City for no apparent reason. Throughout the 1990s, the royal family accounted for about half of all Rolls-Royce sales. Therefore, despite the fact that he may not be the richest of them all, we do know that if wealth was measured in vehicles, he'd undoubtedly reach the mark. Number 1. Vladimir Putin. He is the guy who has amassed the most authority in Russia since the days of Lenin and Stalin. There's no room for debate over Vladimir Putin's preemptive level of power. I'm referring to the situation in which it is said that his influence on American politics is bigger than that of a large number of individual Americans. The information provided by the Russian Election Commission indicates that the individual in question earns a somewhat modest annual income of $673,000. The whole assets Putin possesses remain a mystery. Nevertheless, it has been established that every estimate comes in somewhat north of $70 billion. According to the former CEO of Hermitage Capital Management, Bill Browder, even the most conservative estimate of Vladimir Putin's wealth places it considerably above that of a great number of less developed countries, according to an estimate that was provided under oath to a committee of the United States Senate. In the year 2017, Vladimir Putin, the most powerful man in Russia, is worth a staggering $200 billion. This means that he is almost twice as wealthy as all of the other world leaders combined, and 4 times as wealthy as the world's second richest leader. Alexei Navalny, the leader of the Russian opposition, recently released a video in which he showed a mansion fit for a king. The mansion is rumored to have been a gift to Vladimir Putin from billionaires for unknown reasons. In the video, Alexei Navalny questioned whether or not the gift was appropriate. With all the facts mentioned before, we can conclude that Vladimir Putin is definitely the wealthiest leader in the world, despite the fact that the precise data about his net worth may not be totally obvious. If you want to know more about Putin's wealth, you can watch our previous video about the legacy he is making. The video is entitled Vladimir Putin, World's Wealthiest Man, or you can click the link in the description below. So billionistas, whose life and assets piqued the most interest for you? Let me know in the comments. That's it for this time. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time!